They're setting fire to various Tesla charging stations near Boston. Shots were fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon. Various nonviolent...
Shots fired, not a metaphor.
Shots fired, yes. Downtown New York, marching against the Tesla showroom. Your stock is way down. You've been criticized left and right.
But look on the right side.
I mean, why are you doing this?
Always look on the bright side of life.
Yes, I'm an optimist.
Yeah. But besides that,
yes. I mean,
how's your day?
What motivates you to do this?
Was the opera good?
It's tough sledding.
Why are the 20 million people who are definitely dead marked as alive in the Social Security database? Why were hundreds of millions of dollars of Small Business Administration loans were given out to people aged 11 and under, according to the Social Security? I mean, like, these must be some very enterprising 8-year-olds.
That was Elon Musk speaking to Larry Kudlow moments ago as DOGE reports this shock finding. Massive frauds from people using fake Social Security numbers. People using those numbers likely, as he's finding, as young as 11 years old or even younger. And people 115 years old or older took a combined $650 million in 8,500 government SBA loans and COVID pandemic loans. Let's bring in from House Oversight, Congressman Tim Burchett. Congressman, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much. Are 11-year-olds smart enough to start businesses and apply for COVID loans from the federal government? Are fake Social Security numbers the gateway to other government frauds?
Well, no, actually, when I was 11, I was mowing yards. And I did want to compliment you on your X tweet last week where you showed the circuitous route of this money from the NGOs going back in the pockets of politicians. I retweeted that, Liz, and I thought that was a very informative and very in-depth tweet. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Congressman.
And all you're seeing right now is the graft, and that's why the left is pitching such a fit. Because Elon Musk very bravely has stated there is a paper trail, and it will lead us to where this is. And you know good and well that stuff's going to go right out of the American taxpayer's back pocket, right into the pockets of politicians. In the past, we've seen it go into campaigns. That's been documented through some other funding sources. But now I think you're going to see some people should go to jail, and possibly members of Congress.
So possibly members of Congress, because what the suspicion is that the money is going out of the government under Democrat-run administrations, and it could be getting recycled back in campaign donations. Do you have hard evidence for why members of Congress should go to jail?
Well, if they're involved in it, and if their family members are profiting from it, then you're dadgum right, they should. Absolutely, 100%. And honestly, if it's going in their campaigns, it's going into something else. These NGOs are very well documented by Elon Musk. He explained to us pretty easy how they do it. Some billionaire will put $1 million and form some NGO with a great name. It'll have $1 million in their account and have a few prominent people on their board. And then the federal government's looking for places, Democrats are looking for places to dump these tons of stolen taxpayer money into an NGO, and then they take it and they filter it out among their board members and their political friends. And that's the way it works, and he's going to document it. And that's why you're seeing him pitch such a fit. And also, I think someone ought to look at all the young members that are out there on the ledge on this thing pitching a fit about it. All they're doing is these old timers are allowing them to walk the plank so they can do their dirty work, and their hands are never touching it.
Yeah, we found names like, Obama's Transportation Secretary Anthony Fox, Michael Regan. Michael Regan is Biden's EPA chief. Nancy Pelosi, Barbara Lee, Gavin Newsom touted a nonprofit involved in this. We have, Democrat mayors like Bill de Blasio, LA Mayor Eric Garcetti. So it's very deep. Obama's OMB aides, his Energy Department people. So, Congressman, your point is well taken. We'd love to get your reaction, please, to Elon Musk revealing the staggering dollar amount that DOGE is finding every day. Watch.
What we do is in consultation with the cabinet secretaries and with their departments.
You know how to read an income statement, and you know how to read a balance sheet. You've had some business experience. I'm kidding, but yeah, you know about this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just don't want America to go bankrupt. Savings at this point exceed $4 billion a day. So it's very significant.
You think you'll wind up getting to $1 trillion?
billions a day. So why aren't Democrats protesting against waste and frauds like what's going on at Social Security? Why are they protesting against DOGE? Are they going to start chanting, "We want fraud, we want waste"? Why are they against this?
Well, obviously, they're profiting from it, Liz, and it's pretty evident to the American public. They keep saying that America's mad about what Elon Musk is doing. These are some paid radicals that are protesting. You know, they don't pull that stuff in East Tennessee because it wouldn't end well for them, Liz. They're pulling it in places like New York, California, where all this left-wing rhetoric starts and it ends. And that's exactly why it's going on. You'll never see that in conservative areas because we get it. America gets it. They've been ripped off. And now the left, the very small diminishing numbers that the Democrats have, they've got to support that base. If you saw Bernie's rally this weekend where they actually were just saying awful things about God, you know, that's the rally. That is their circle of influence. There's some very radical, nutty people, actually, and it's going to continue down that. And that's why the Democrat Party is going to continue to lose in bigger numbers in the future.
Let's talk about tariffs because the market hit turbulence today. The Dow went negative.
Yes,
the NASDAQ is in correction mode. The futures market is, here's why people are saying buy the dip. You know, people don't like to see their 401ks hit like this. There's pain here right now. Trump is saying America is in a transition. He did not rule out a recession. His team is saying there will not be a recession. They need to set what the kitchen table has been around the world into a fair reciprocity of fairness where America has been getting abused for years. Let me give you some data. 92%, that's the futures market predicting a Fed rate cut in June. That'll help the market. Also lower taxes, lower energy prices. And we're seeing, you know, the Trump team is saying that China, Mexico, Canada, they're going to face the brunt of these tariffs because they have big trade imbalances. The question is, will it get passed on to U.S. consumers via higher prices in goods and services? What do you think?
Eventually, yes. But I think what the bigger push is, we're moving away from a federal government run economy to a capitalist economy, and that's where it's going to end. I think it will end well for the American taxpayer.
Got it. Congressman Burchett, a pleasure to have you on.